Hey guys, it's Hannah, and I'm back again with another cosplay tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made all of the armor pieces for my Mercy cosplay. The first part of her cosplay that I started on was her Shin Guards. I wrapped my leg in cling wrap and then in duct tape and traced out the front part of her Shin Guard. I didn't draw any of the back pieces because I didn't want to add any of the back armor pieces. I just put elastic on the back, so I just traced out the front piece as well as the knee parts and just kind of like made rough drawings of where each of the pieces would connect and match up. The next step was to cut out all of my pieces as well as cutting darts in them to make sure that they were flat on the ground. By making a dart, you just cut a triangle into the parts of your pieces and it just makes it flat so that when you cut them out with your foam, you just glue the triangle pieces together and it will round out your shape again like it was normally. You can now see that after I cut out my foam pieces and glued the darts back, that my shapes now make that curve like they did before when I made the pattern on my leg. After all of my darts were glued back together, I cut out a rough shape of my pieces in Worbla so that I could then sandwich my foam pieces in with my Worbla pieces to make them a lot harder and more durable. In order to make your Worbla pieces form and move freely to match the same shape as your foam, all you have to do is take a heat gun and heat it up to make it soft and squishy, and then your Worbla will be able to fit freely over your pieces. Just make sure that you are being very careful when doing this, because not only will your heat gun obviously get really hot, but your pieces will also burn you as well. I've done it multiple times, so please be careful. It hurts very badly. Please keep in mind too that when you stick both of the sticky sides of your Worbla together, that they are very hard to pull apart and will sometimes rip your Worbla, so make sure that when you heat your pieces up, they are fit perfectly together and exactly where you would like them to be. I'm just now realizing how bad this video quality is too, but I'm just trying to show you how my piece turned out after I had put my elastic pieces on it, as well as any detail pieces, along with making sure that my piece moved swiftly when I walk. So after I did my Shin Guard pieces, I moved on to the main chest and stomach piece, which I just went ahead and took a giant piece of Worbla and heated it up over this mannequin that I had. I also used strips of Worbla and added some detail pieces along with some foam at the top, as you can see here. So I marked everything out, and I'm using these tiny little plastic circles. They're like a ½ an inch big, and I'm just going to glue them down. I ended up having to put one of my bras, as well as some like socks or something, over my mannequin to make sure that the proportions were the same, because my mannequin is a tiny bit smaller than I am, but it ended up working just fine in the long run. After the front piece was done, I added a back piece to go over my soon-to-be wing harness. As you can see, I shaved down some of the Worbla to make sure that everything fit, as well as added some more pieces down to the bottom, as you can see right here, for her white sort of wing flaps that fall to the side of her. And just like more detailing and making sure that everything fit the way it was supposed to fit. I apologize now for the messy con crunch room that is in the video right now, but I was finishing this cosplay within a week of the con that I was going to, so I apologize for that. But as you can see in this clip right here, I just continued to add some more details to the front, as well as a lot more to the back to give it some more structure, as well as just the little kind of details that Mercy has in her armor pieces. This was also one of the biggest cosplays that I have ever done with armor related pieces, so there was a lot of experimenting with painting and new materials like Warbler. So as you can see here are my progress pictures, as well as pictures of things that I really needed to work on and fix in the process of making this. The last step onto finishing my cosplay was to add the straps. I added clasps on either side of the bottom part of the chest armor with some barge cement, as well as on the back lower armor piece with other clasps to make sure that it would just all stay together. I added some clasps in other places as well, just to make sure that it stayed on my body and didn't lift up or get caught in the wind or anything like that, just to make sure, you know, like I said, that everything stays together. So this is the end of my tutorial. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.